Okay, guys. Okay. Let's wait for a few people to come on and let's get this show on the road. Okay, let's just get this going. Okay, make sure you can all hear me. Okay, guys, we'll give everyone a few minutes. Just gone 8 o'clock now, and we'll start tonight's presentation, how to have a flexible nutrition plan and still lose fat consistently. Okay, so it's going to be good tonight. Just wait for a few people to come on, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, if you're on the call, guys, and you can hear me, just give me some thumbs up. Give me a shout. Let's just see who's on here today. Cool. So we've got 2 people on. Amanda's on. Okay, great. Let's see who else is on here. Oh, you getting on, Amanda? You getting on well? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, guys. Okay, great. I think that means you can hear me. Good. Cheryl's on. How are you getting on, Cheryl? You getting on well? Was you okay with the workout, Cheryl? Let me know how you're doing. If I'm looking down, guys, I'm just checking my phone. Good, Amanda can hear me perfect. Catherine's joined. Cool. Excellent. Okay, we'll wait to get to double figures, guys, as we normally do, and as soon as we're at double figures, we can get this show on the road. Okay, so we're on 8 people. Hiya, Laura. Valerie's on. Stacey's on. Cool. Good. Doing well, Cheryl. Yeah, you girls are smashing it. You guys in the Rapid Fat Loss group are really doing well. So Amanda, I think I spoke to Amanda last night with her turbo call. She's already dropped 5 pounds, Amanda, I think it was, in the first 7 days. So that's brilliant. Just a bit of consistency, a bit of accountability is going a long way with you girls. Okay. Emma's watching. Okay, brilliant. Good. Give it 30 more seconds, guys, and we get this show on the road. Okay. So tonight's call, guys, I'm excited. Really pumped up to deliver this one with you. It's some of the stuff that I've been using with my coaching clients, and to be honest with you, is the approach that I use. Okay. And as you can see from my photos, I'm pretty lean. And I'm not too anal about my food, guys. Okay, so yeah, this chat tonight, then, guys, about to have a flexible nutrition plan. Okay, those of you that did the 5-day LBD challenge a few weeks ago, obviously went through a lot of great things with you, and we taught you obviously, that you haven't really got to count calories to lose body fat, and that is true. Okay, guys, you haven't got to count calories necessarily if you're doing everything else wrong. You need to make sure before you're worrying about calories, you're hitting your protein intake. You're hydrated, you're training 4 days a week, you're walking a minimum of 6,000 steps a day. If you can get up even more, then that's fantastic. When you go to the gym, you need to be failing with your workouts. You need to be actually pushing it, trying to build new muscle mass. When you're on that leg press, when you're doing the squats, use weights that are challenging, so you're going to break down muscle tissue. And then obviously with a good nutrition, good lifestyle, you can rebuild those muscles stronger, leaner, and tighter. Okay, guys. So it is a simple process, but until you're doing all of that, then it's a bit. There is really no need to count calories. You've got to get the basics right first. So I'm presuming, guys, everyone that's on this call is doing the basics that I've been teaching you for the last 3 or 4 weeks. If you haven't, guys, as part of the Fat Loss with Sam group, you get access to the webinars. I haven't took any of the webinars down. You can scroll down the page, guys. Every Wednesday, 8 o'clock for the last 3 weeks, I've been doing a webinar on simple things. Okay, so guys, the objectives of tonight's call is to help you succeed even more, but you need to be doing all the basics right. Okay, so you need to be doing the basics anyway. So this call tonight will hopefully by the end of it you'll know how to stay in shape all year round. Okay, you learn how to never ever fail with the methods I teach you. Okay, so imagine how many times have you failed with your diet, guys, in the last 18 months. Give me how many of you thought, fuck, I've had a really bad day today, I've had this, or I've had a glass of wine, or give me some numbers, guys. How many of you actually felt like that? Just give me a yes if you've sort of failed with the diet in the last, even the last month. Have you had a day where you thought, oh, today was shit? Yeah, has that happened to anyone? Yeah, has that happened to anyone on the call, guys, where things haven't gone very well? I'd love to hear, guys. So let's just see. Let's get some interaction, and let's see what you guys are saying about, failing with diets. Okay, Cheryl's failed, Sam's failed. Yeah, good. Okay, so what I'm saying, guys, is true. It's going to resonate a lot with you. Girls especially are really bad for it. You fail and you think, oh, I'll start tomorrow. Okay? Well, that's, guys, tomorrow, that isn't there yet. You've got to focus on the now, okay? Don't be anxious about tomorrow. Don't stress about what happened yesterday. Just focus on today, okay? That's all you can do, guys. The power of now, just focus on now, okay? So what can you do to make things better? Well, I'm going to teach you strategies tonight so you never, ever fail, okay? Ever, okay? Because whatever you do, there's always a solution to that, okay? Even if you demolish a GBK I need 2,000 extra calories on top of what you should. You never fail because there's just simple stuff that you can do to get back on track and to keep you on track. Okay, so I'll tell you what to do if you do kind of fuck up. Okay, so and I'll also learn you how to look at food and nutrition and not necessarily a diet. Okay, so don't worry if you're late, Lisa, you haven't missed much yet. So guys, those who don't know me, a few people new on the call, I'm a personal trainer. Obviously, I run a gym in Cardiff called SOS Athletic Excellence. I am a bit of a fat loss expert. I was voted the best PT in the country at the last UK Fitness Awards, and our gym was the best gym in the country as well. Okay, and I'm an internationally qualified coach, and I've just booked to go to LA in 2 weeks' time to learn more crazy stuff from one of the other best coaches in the world. So me and Gavin are going out there soon. We're going to book our flights tomorrow to go to LA with Stefan Calzalt, who is probably one of the best trainers in the world. In fact, in my opinion, he writes the best programs, and he writes my plans, and he's been my coach for the last 2 years, but I've never met him. So I'm going to go out and see him in LA. So guys, some of you have seen this before, but social proof is amazing. I want to show you that these are the results I've had as a facility, and these are the results I can get you to have, for free based on the advice on tonight's call, okay? I'm not afraid to help people for free, guys. I'm a big believer in the more you help other people, the more you help yourself, okay? So on to tonight's call, okay? Now, this is not a diet. I'm not teaching a diet. I hate the word diet. If you look at the word diet, it spells die, and then there's a T. In my opinion, you've got die, and then the T is actually your crucifix, okay? Because people at diet is actually proven by science they're unhappier, they suffer from depression a lot more, they got low self-esteem, and they don't have as much fun as people that don't diet, okay? So that doesn't mean you can eat crap all day, because that's going to be you can dig your grave with your fork as well, if you're not counting your calories and tracking, but we don't want to diet, guys. We want to make sure this is sustainable long term. Okay, so the rules, guys, are pretty simple. For this approach to work, then you are going to have to track. Okay, think of every successful person in life. Successful business people, they track profits and losses. They track new business. They track leads. They track sales, okay? Think of Olympic lifters. They track their training frequency. They track their training volume. They track their reps. They track their sets. They track their total tonnage. Every single person successful in life is a tracker. You have to track if you want to be successful, okay? You need quantitative data so you can amend it if things don't work, okay? So you are going to have to count calories if you do want the flexibility of having foods you enjoy in your plan. Now, I'm happy with clients. I use different approaches. I'm not a one-size pony. I use different approaches to different people, okay? I don't put round pegs in square holes. I try and pick the right diet for the right client, which is where coaching comes in. So with some clients who don't like tracking, I'll tell them to go, cut out all the bad food, the processed food, the sugar, the alcohol, the grains, the gluten. What does that do? It puts them in a calorie deficit, which ultimately means they lose body fat, okay? Really good, really simple, good for short-term fat loss. It works for 14-day, 21-day periods. But then, can you go without alcohol for the rest of your life? No. I love beer more than anyone. I love chocolate. I love ice cream. That would kill me. And then whenever I have those types of foods, I think I'm failing. And obviously it's going to come self-sabotage and, that all the things that go with it. So the other approach I can use is counting calories. So this approach is going to work really well for you. This approach works good for the accountants, those people that like putting their statistics into MyFitnessPal. And if you enjoy tracking, then this approach is going to work for you. Now, for it to work, you're going to have some level of consistency. Okay, so you're going to need some consistency, but it's super simple to follow when you know how. And as Albert Einstein said, everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. So that's what I've done with this approach to nutrition, okay? Now, like I said to you guys, I'm going to recap this one more time. This is not going to work unless you're doing the basics, okay? So what are the basics? Hydration, okay? We're going to recap. 25 kilograms of body weight equals 1 liter of water. So if you weigh 50 kilos, you have 2 liters of water. If you weigh 75 kilos, you have 3 liters of water. If you weigh 100 kilos, you have 4 liters of water. It's simple. Protein intake is going to be pretty important on tonight's call because everything's going to be based around that. So however much you want to weigh in kilos, what is your target weight? You're going to times that by 2.2, and that's going to give you your protein goal. So I'm 88 kilos, times that by 2.2, I have 176 grams of protein a day, okay? I could times that by 4, and that gives you my calories from protein because there's 4 calories in 1 gram of protein, okay? We'll come on to that in a minute. Now, vegetables with every meal. This is good for the immune system. This is good for gut health. This is good for helping detoxify fat, and it's also good for increasing satiety, okay? So it's going to make you feel fuller for longer, all right? And obviously, vegetables are low calorie, so that's really good as well. Now, you need to be training 3 days in every 5, okay, and failing those workouts, okay? Don't be afraid to work hard. Obviously, increase your daily steps as much as you can. Set it to a nice challenging amount. A few of the girls in the gym today have done very well. Rachel Sheeran hit 10,000 by 5 o'clock, which is good. Normally, she only gets 6 or 7, but she's been having a big conscious effort to get more steps in, and that's paying off as she's now burning more calories and losing more body fat, okay? Another thing we don't want to try and do, guys, is drink calories too often. So don't drink calories if you want to lose body fat. But with the approach I'm going to give you today, you know, we can factor calories in now from things like alcohol for social occasions, all right? Mobility is important. If anyone wants the SOS mobility routine, it is on YouTube, and I'll happily post the link again after this video if anyone wants to know how to do it, okay? Accountability, measuring progress. You need to obviously measure progress. That's pretty important to make sure that the plan is working for you. So, guys, that's the simplicity of the plan. Hydration, proteins, 3 workouts in 5 days, daily activity, hit your vegetable intake, train hard and start to fail in the gym. Don't drink calories too often. If you do, we've got to factor for them. Injury prevention work, mobility, find balance with what works for you, and you've got to measure yourself to make sure that the plan is working. Don't just think it's working, you're feeling great, your calories are spot on, your macros are spot on, everything's going, you know, fandazy-dozy, you're flying, but guess what? You're putting on a pound a week. You know, you leave it 8 weeks before you measure, oh shit, yeah, you feel great, you've got loads of energy, you're training hard, but you put on 8 pounds. So you need to measure consistently just to make sure you're not going the wrong way. Okay, so, right, on to tonight's way of losing body fat sustainable. Weight loss is fucking simple. It is simple, okay? It's energy in, energy out. Basic mathematics, okay? Basic mathematics, okay? So energy in is calories consumed, okay? The only way you can get energy, okay, is from eating and drinking, okay? You can't harvest energy from the sun, okay? So if you're putting on body fat, then you're probably consuming too many calories or the wrong type of calories. But the calories are the foundation of fat loss, okay? So if you're not losing body fat, you're probably consuming too many calories. Or you've dieted too much and your metabolism's downregulated and you've ruined your body from too many stupid diets, in which case you need a reverse diet, which is, you know, where you really will need a coach. But the advice I'm giving you on tonight's call will work for most people that are eating a lot of bad food, too many calories, and not getting the results that they want. Okay, so energy in is calories consumed. Energy out is basically your basal metabolic rate, your current metabolism, the calories you burn through training, and then NEAT, the non-exercise activity calories, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is basically walking and moving and all the daily energy stuff that you do. So that's losing weight. Now, losing fat is very simple. It's just a little bit more complicated. So losing fat is also simple, but a little bit more complex. So it's energy in versus energy out. But energy in now, you need to make sure with the energy you're taking in, you've also got adequate amino acids. Okay, so amino acids come from protein. Which is important that within those calories you're taking in, you are taking in enough protein to preserve muscle tissue. So with weight loss, yes, it's energy in, energy out. But with fat loss, you need to make sure that the energy that's coming in has a big hit of protein. Now, energy out with fat loss, you need to make sure that you're burning lots of energy, but burning that energy via muscle boosting or muscle maintenance movements. So what does that mean? That means that if you want to lose fat, you're going to get a much greater benefit of lifting weights. Okay, so if you want to lose weight, it's easy. Okay, go on a low calorie diet, whatever low calorie could be for you. It could be a 1100 calorie diet and do spin classes. Yeah, you'll lose weight. But that's going to be a really simple way to make sure you're down-regulating your metabolism and you're losing muscle mass. Let's spin that round then. Energy in, make sure you're getting a good amount of protein. You can be in a calorie deficit, but you're eating your steaks, your meats, your protein shakes. You're getting your, maybe some yogurts that are high protein. You're snacking on things like maybe nuts, that are high protein as well. You're getting your chicken breasts in there. Do you know what I mean? You're eating a fair amount of meat, but you're still in what's called a calorie deficit. And then training-wise, you're burning lots of energy, but you're squatting, you're deadlifting, you're doing your chin-ups, okay? That's going to mean you're going to get a much greater amount of weight loss. Is going to actually come from fat tissue, okay? So weight loss is energy in, energy out. Fat loss is energy in with a high protein intake, energy out. You're still moving lots and burning lots of calories, but actually making sure you're maintaining muscle mass, okay? It is pretty simple, all right? Okay, now calorie recap. Let's go. So 4 calories in a gram of protein. Are we all happy with that? There's 4 calories in a gram of carbs, and there's 9 calories in a gram of fat, okay? So you need to understand the different calories in different food types. There's also 7 calories per gram of alcohol. So these people that, I had one client and she actually drank alcohol more frequently than she trained. And she used to piss and moan that she wasn't losing body fat just because she was paying me. And I'm like, love, who are you kidding? You're drinking alcohol 4 nights a week and you're training 3 days a week. You actually go to the pub or, open a bottle of wine more than you train. So I think, you need to look in the mirror and decide, who's to blame here. And, harsh conversation, but she soon realized that she was wasting her hard-earned money and mostly her effort by just, thinking hiring a personal trainer is going to get you in shape. You need to, make sure you stick into the plan. Okay, and alcohol obviously has another negative effect. It's not just the calories. It can downregulate metabolism as well, affect sleep, and lots of other hormonal cascades can happen from too much alcohol. Okay, and it also affects the liver as well, and the liver is the main detoxification organ. Okay, so once we know the calories, guys, we can go into more flexible dieting. Okay, this is how simple this is, guys. It is so simple. Okay, all you have to do with flexible dieting is calories and protein. That's all you have to do. Okay, all you worry about. Don't worry about fats or carbs. Okay, for example, carbs, fats, and alcohol, they make up the rest. Okay, so you've got your calories. Imagine it's 1,600 calories a day. Hit your protein, 150 grams, which is 600 calories. You've got 1,000 calories left to do what the hell you want with it. Okay, how easy is that, guys? Is that simple? Now, is this nutrition plan going to work for Mary Muffin Top? Yes, she's size 18 and wants to get down to a size 14. Perfect. This is going to work for her. She doesn't have to worry about, carbs and fat ratio too much. This will work if she's consistent. Will it work for somebody who is a physique model? Probably not. She's going to need a more detailed plan. If you want to get a 6-pack and things like that, then you are going to probably need to dial things in a little bit more. Okay, but that's how simple flexible dieting is. All you have to do is you hit your protein, you stick to your calories, and from there it's simple, simple, simple. The rest of the calories can be distributed however you want to, between carbs, between fats, and if you want to, even between alcohol consumption. Guys, do you all understand the simplicity of that plan? Give me some love hearts, give me some thumbs up. I want to know that I've explained that well enough. If not, I can explain it again. Any questions, guys, on that? Before I move on, any questions on that? Are we happy with the fact that you hit your protein, you hit your calories, and yeah, okay, guys, it is really, really simple. So here we go. Let's have a look at this then. Okay, so we just use the example where you've got your calories set at 1,600. You've used your 600 calories with protein. You've got 1,000 calories left. Okay, so what are your options if you've got 1,000 calories left? Here we go. You can have 40 grams of fats, 160 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fats, 137.5 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fats, 115 grams of carbs, 70 grams of fats. Look at all the different ratios. So if you eat your protein and you fancy an avocado and your current fats are, say, 20 grams, and you know that the avocado's got more than 20 grams, you might not want that avocado because you think, oh, I can't have it. Well, you can. Just if you have it, you just got to have lower carbs. Okay, so carbs and fats can be like this. Now, you notice with the fats, 40 grams the minimum, never go below that. That's the only rule. But your fats can go as high as they want to. But the higher the fats go, the lower the carbs go. Okay, it is pretty simple. So you can do this approach if you want to. Now, can you use this approach every day? Yeah, if you want to. If you want to use this approach every day, you can. Is it complicated to use every day? Kind of, maybe a bit more complicated than sticking to the same calories. But does it make it easier for things like social occasions, or if you really fancy, if you want a bar of chocolate? If you really want a bar of chocolate, you're better off using this approach than having the bar of chocolate and not counting for it. Okay, guys, this is something that allows you to do. It is pretty simple, guys, and I tend to use this approach with clients a lot. Now, let's give you some examples. What if you go over your calories? Okay, this is something else that people do. So you know that approach. I've taught you flexible dieting. Now, perfect doesn't exist. What if you go over your calories? So now, these numbers are the average, okay? So if you weigh 50 kilos, you're going to need to walk more. If you weigh 150 or 200 kilos, you're going to need to walk less. But on average, imagine you go over your calories by 100. So you've hit your protein, you've hit your carbs and fats, but you've gone over by 100 calories on say, your carbs. All you have to do, guys, is walk an extra 2,000 steps, okay? An extra 2,000 based on your current average. So if you average 8,000 steps, if last week you averaged 8,000 steps a day, and you lost 2 pounds, then all you need to do, guys, is add in an extra 2,000 steps on one of those days if you want to, if you add an extra 100 calories on one of the days. Simple as that. Just walk a little bit more. All right? Now, 200 calories, 4,000 steps, 300 calories, 6,000 extra steps, 400 calories, 8,000 extra steps. Guys, is that simple? Does that give you an approach that means that you never, ever, ever fail? Do you all understand that, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Are we all happy with that? Let me know. I think it's pretty simple, guys. That, you know, so if I was to go over my calories by 300, then I just need to walk an extra 6,000 steps. Maybe not that day, but within the day, the following day, or that evening, or the next few days. Okay, other things we can do. So if you don't want to walk more, maybe you've got a bad knee, and you don't want to walk. I know Amanda struggles with her knees. She doesn't want to be walking, you know, a sponsored walk every time she eats an extra bar of chocolate or falls on a carrot cake. You could just take calories away. So what if you go over your calories? Pull calories away the next, that should say next day, okay? So the next dat, okay? I apologize for that. But so, yeah, pull calories away. So if you go 100 calories over on Wednesday, guess what you do on Thursday? Have 100 calories less, okay? But what do? We don't take those calories away from protein. We take them away from fats or carbs, but we never go below 40 grams with our fats because we need fats for hormones, okay? For all our sex hormones, for our androgen hormones, for muscle building hormones, we need a certain amount of fat, and also for our brain and our concentration levels as well, okay? Now, if you go 200 calories over, you can either take 200 calories off the following day or 100 calories off the next 2 days. 300 calories over, drop 100 calories over the 3 days, or 400 calories over, drop 100 calories off the 4 days. Now, what I've done there, guys, I've given you the steps example, and I've given you the calories off example. Now, there's nothing stopping you. If you've gone 200 calories over, walk in an extra 2,000 steps, which contributes for 100 calories, and then eat in 100 calories less. That would also work as well. Now, the reason I like walking, if you go over your calories, is because walking isn't very stressful. Eating 100 calories less isn't very stressful. I don't want you girls that find it very, very hard to put on muscle tissue anyway to be going to the gym twice a day doing double workouts, okay? That's too stressful. You're going to end up losing muscle tissue, okay? Guys, losing weight is easy. Losing fat is hard. So you want to make up for the mistake with simple, non-stressful, non-cortisol inducing activities. Slow walking and simple, taking some simple food away. That is as simple as it gets, guys. So now you have a long-term strategy to succeed. Do you all understand the strategy? So if you've gone 400 calories over on your food, you just walk an extra, you know, you just calculate those extra steps in, or you just take those calories away from the next day, or do a combination of the two. It doesn't have to be complicated, guys. Okay, now this is the foundation of macronutrient cycling, which is also known as carb cycling. So people have asked me before, can I carb cycle? Yeah, if you want to carb cycle, then crack on. You know, that's cool. You can do it. You know, have more carbs on the days you train, have less carbs and higher fats on the rest days. That's cool. A lot of bodybuilders will have this approach. Physique models, they'll have their highest carb day on leg day, because they're the biggest muscle group, and they can obviously require them more energy. Training legs, you know, high reps on the squat, high reps on the leg press is going to deplete muscle glycogen a lot more for the body than it will training forearms or calves or bicep and triceps. So bigger muscles will burn more glycogen. You know, we replenish glycogen with carbohydrates, ideally. So or most simply with carbohydrates. We can replenish glycogen with protein as well. The body can do that. But carbs are going to be the preferred energy source to fill the muscles up fast. So you can calorie cycle, and that would mean having higher carbs on the training days and lower carbs on the rest days. So you might have 100 carbs on a training day and 50 carbs on a rest day, and your fats will monitor with that carb intake based on your calorie allowance and your protein intake. So guys, that is pretty simple. And other clients then, what they might want to do is they can calorie cycle. You might want to have less carbs and less calories, for example, on rest days, and you might want to have more calories on training days. Some bodybuilders, you know, physique athletes, they have different diets. They might have a rest day diet, they'll have a back and torso day diet, or an arm day diet, and they'll have a leg day diet where the leg day might have a, you know, super high calorie and high sugar, high carb meal as a big refeed. But you've got to understand, these guys have got a lot of muscle mass, and their muscles are obviously going to soak up all that glycogen a lot more than someone who's just started a weight training routine. Now, guys, if you do want to learn more of this, I can teach you. But most people are struggling with just the basics. Now, I have got a group on Facebook, which a few of the girls on this call are on, which I'm glad. We got Sean, we got Amanda, we got Sam, we got Lisa. Loads of the girls on this call are in my rapid fat loss group, and they get in some really, really good results. And we get a every girl in the group's getting a 15-minute turbo call, and we can start to talk about carb cycling, calorie cycling, and intermittent fasting, and all these other things, the ketogenic diet, things like that, which are all very good diets that work for some people. Okay, but guys, going back to this, do we all understand how simple this is? We've got 10, 11 people on the call, guys. Can you all respond with a yes that you understand what I've gone through? And if you haven't, guys, you can obviously rewatch this on the Rapid Fat Loss with Sam group, and the Fat Loss with Sam group is going to stay up for both of you, because I want to obviously help you guys succeed. So you happy with that, Sean? This group's fantastic, amazing value for money, great, cool. So yeah, you can go to the gym instead, Amanda, if you want to. That's cool. Would you do this every day or when you're going out? You can do this every day if you want to. But I prefer to use it as a strategy for weekends and things like that. So you never fuck up your diet with this strategy. You just keep moving forward. Like that tortoise. I put a the thing about the tortoise. You're just going to keep moving forward at a nice steady rate. And after 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, you're going to really change your body shape with using these approaches, because there's no ups and downs. It's just a really, really simple approach. So guys, that's all. That's how simple it is. It doesn't have to be complicated. Like, you girls focus on things that are so complicated, and I can see my abs all year round. I hold myself accountable. I weigh every month, check my body fat, and if I put on a bit of body fat, I'll dial things in a bit more. If I haven't put body fat, I'm happy because I'm in reasonable shape, and I don't train for a six pack and that. I just focus on being healthy, training hard, getting stronger. And then, looking good naked is hopefully just a positive reaction of focusing on the stuff that matters. So all you guys, I'd advise you to do the same. But now, for this to work, you need to know your basal metabolic rate, your BMR. So obviously, the girls on the Rapid Fat Loss with Sam group, anyone that's a member of SOS, come on in. We'll put you on the InBody. I'll tell you your BMR. We can work out your baseline calories, which is basically 2.2 grams of protein based on your target weight in kilos. And then we know then the rest of the calories based on your BMR. We'll put you in a small deficit of 5-10% if you want to lose fat. The rest of the calories come from fats and carbs, with fats being a minimum of 40 grams a day. So what if you blow it totally, like 200? What do you mean, Amanda, if you blow it totally 200 in one day? Let me know what you mean by that. If you blow it totally, then I don't know. I don't really know what you're saying. So ask me that question in a bit more depth, and I'll try and answer for you. But guys, if any of you is interested in finding out more about nutrition, the simplicity of working with me, as you know, I'm a simple guy. People explain things to me. I'm like, well, why are you doing all that? Like, why don't you just do it like this? And they're like, oh yeah, that's easier. Yeah, if it's easier, you're going to stick to it. It doesn't have to be complicated. Okay, so guys, with the Rapid Fat Loss with Sam group, what do you get? So let me first explain what you get in the group that you're in. Tomorrow, I'll be providing all of you within this group with a monthly gym program, a monthly home-based workout, a Facebook support group, which you're getting at the moment, a weekly educational webinar, which you're on now, some accountability and some support, and a bit of nutrition advice just to help you succeed. If you've got any questions, then let me know. Now, if you do want any extra help, guys, I'd advise you to join the Rapid Fat Loss with Sam group. The group is absolutely booming. It's $12.99 a month, guys. You get 4 gym-based workouts with videos. You get a private Facebook group. You get HIIT workouts every month as well. Weekly educational webinar, which you're on now. You also get the opportunity to play back, and I give you the links so they're easy to find. Daily accountability, so I am on your case. I'm making sure you're doing the work. Nutrition, not just advice, you're getting guidance, you're getting a turbo call with me, and you get discounts on SOS services, okay? You also get added into, guys, the 12-week transformation coaching emails. I haven't invited the girls into these yet, but they're going to be getting an invite tomorrow. Most of them have had their 15-minute turbo call with me. The recipes in the group are already fantastic. Sam has done a great job uploading the Marbella recipes, and I've got a 28-day fat loss ebook to upload when the girls get a bit bored of the current eating habits. I'll upload that when I think the time's right. You get 10% off any feature weekends, access to the InBody every month. They're worth 99 quid each, and you get it for $12.99 as part of the group, and you get access to me. So, you can ask me any questions, and I'll make sure, obviously, if you're in Rapid Fat Loss with Sam, you're going to get the answers to those questions in 24 hours. Whereas if you're one of the 3,000 in Fat Loss with Sam, I can't guarantee I'm going to help you guys. So if you do need help with nutrition, you can join the Rapid Fat Loss group, guys. I'm here to help you. and I'll help you all as part of that group. Me and Bex in the group at the moment, and as the group grows, I will add in more people. Okay, guys. So like I said, the price of the group is just $2.99 a week, which is $12.99 a month. And people pay me up to 500 quid for 3 months of online coaching. So that works out at about 160 quid a month for online coaching on a one-to-one level. But you get Rapid Fat Loss with Sam for just $12.99 a month, guys. Okay. Anyone's got any questions, guys? Shoot them away now, because I will answer all the questions. And if anyone does want in on the Rapid Fat Loss with Sam, all you have to do, guys, is click the link that is in the description of tonight's webinar and sign up via the SOS app. Okay, guys, so I'm going to move on now to the questions. So if you have pizza and cocktails, okay, great question. Okay, so guys, I've never met a woman or a guy that has not known that they're going to have pizza and cocktails. I've never met anyone that's, I've never seen anyone pinned down to the floor with someone slamming a margarita down their neck, forcing it down, and tipping mojitos down their throat. Okay, I've never seen that. Okay, no one's ever going to do that to you. So if you're going to be having pizza, mojitos, cocktails tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. If you've got kids, you probably got to plan a night out way in advance. You can't just go to the husband, right, look after the kids, I'm going to go on a bender tonight. Okay, so that's the good thing about working with women like yourselves. We know what's happening. Okay, so we know what's going on. So if you know you're going to be having pizza and cocktails tonight, or tomorrow night or Friday night, prepare in advance. Can you do more steps? We worked it out that 2,000 steps equals 100 calories. So if you can have an extra 900 calories of cocktails and pizza and whatever it is, say you can have an extra 1,000 calories, you need to walk an extra 10,000 steps in preparation for that night out. You could consume 100 calories less per day in the build up to that night out, which if you did 2,000 steps a day, and at 100 calories less per day, that's going to give you 1,000 calories to play with on Saturday night for your cocktails and your margarita. So if you've got a night out planned soon or day out, you're scared of going off track, then you haven't got to. You can plan in advance for it. An extra 2,000 steps a day will give you an extra 100 calories to play with for that night out. And if you consume 100 or 200 calories less per day, you're going to have more calories to play with as well. With yourself, Amanda, you've been forcing calories down a little bit because you haven't been hitting your targets. I just say don't worry about forcing them down. Leave those calories spare and then use them up on the weekend. Okay, guys? So you never fail. You just got to prepare for what's coming. A bit like losing weight's a bit of a battle. You've got to get your strategy right. You've got to decide on your tactics that you're going to use. And then you've got to stick to the plan. Yeah, just like a pirate trying to find the treasure. You girls are pirates. I'm giving you the map to succeed. You just have to follow the map, guys. It is as simple as that. All right? Now, if anyone, like I said, does want any more help, you can join the Rapid Fat Loss with Sam group for $2.99. Life without weight will probably be little or no results. Clothes will continue not to fit. You continue to yo-yo diet, no accountability, boring workouts, unproductive routines, no workout structure, and you're wasting your time. But with a coach, guys, you're going to succeed a lot more. Okay, a lot more with a coach, because we're going to give you the accountability. And when you've got a coach, guys, you've got some skin in the game. Do you know what I mean? 2/3 of the UK are actually overweight at the moment. 2/3. There's a lot of people. And the reason why, the information's out there. You can go onto YouTube. You can speak to people. There's people like me out there giving you free advice. But it's free advice. You don't value it. Unless you've got skin in the game, you're not going to start making positive changes with your lifestyle. Unless you've got somebody calling you out on your bullshit, you're not going to succeed. Okay? That's why I've got 2 coaches, one in business and one in fitness. Because even me, I'm one of the most positive and motivated people you'll ever meet. I still get lazy. I still procrastinate. I still put off doing the stuff I need to be doing. Okay, and everyone's the same unless we got someone to help keep us on track. So guys, if you do need help and support, then obviously give me a shout. I'm more than happy to help you. If you're looking to hire a personal trainer and you don't live in Cardiff, let me know. I know tons of great people around the UK that you can work with if you want to work with someone more intimately. But yeah, okay guys, so I'm going to open it up now for questions. Has anyone got any questions based on tonight's call? Are we happy with everything we've gone through? Do we know how to succeed from tomorrow moving forward? So let me know what questions we got, guys. I'm going to take 3 questions and we will then move on. I'll let you enjoy your Wednesday evening. Oh, Sean's back. I'm glad you're back, Sean. We missed you. So, any questions? Just fire them away and we will we'll get going. You must have some questions, guys. tonight's been a good call. There are loads of people on, which is great. So guys, you can watch you can rewatch this anytime. I'm going to leave it on the Fat Loss with Sam page. All right, so cool. So guys, no questions are coming through. I presume I've explained that really well. Set your protein, set your calories. Everything else can come from fats and carbs. If you want to. Now, if you're struggling with hitting your macros, maybe use this approach for a week or two. And then what you can do then is you can work out your protein, your fats, your carbs, and then maybe you can set it as an average. On average, your carbs have been 70 grams, so set it at 70 grams. That's where you've been roundabouts the last 2 weeks. Your fats have been about 50 grams, set it at there. What's the point in trying to set your calories or fats at 100 grams if on average you only eat 50? You're missing the carbs and the fats. Get the ratio right to suit you guys. Nutrition is so bespoke as is training. Now, if you've got diabetes, if you've got insulin issues, then this approach probably isn't going to be the right approach for you because you need to manage your carbs. But then once a week, maybe on a Saturday, if you do want to have a treat, then use this approach. That still means 6 days out of 7, you've got adherence and you're going to improve your health, your blood pressure, your diabetes, your insulin management. So one day a week, maybe you can use this approach, maybe on a Saturday. So you might have a higher carb day. But can we make sure those carbs come from lower glycemic index sources? You're still getting your vegetables in. Maybe you're having a little treat, but you are avoiding those sugars. But yes, I've used this approach with diabetes clients or very overweight clients, and it does work because what are you doing? You're tracking calories, which is the foundation. Most people that are overweight and have got diabetes and things like that, they've abused calories for a long, long time. Now, yes, you do need to track your carb intake, and it would be ignorant for me to say to you that this will work for you. It will work for you, but you have to be careful. You have to track your carbs. You have to track your HbA1c levels, how it is affecting your blood sugar levels as well. Now, I would say that most trainers would say adherence is the best thing long term, and maybe having one day a week where you follow this approach. Don't go balls deep with the carbs and have get your nose in a tub of Ben and Jerry's and just do it that. You have to hit your protein first. Keep your vegetables with every meal, but one day a week, if you do want to have slightly higher carbs, then that is going to work for you as well. All right, guys, so this is it's called flexible dieting. It's pretty simple. You set your protein, you set your calories. The rest of the calories come from fats and carbs. All right, guys, anyone else got any questions? Thank you for the workouts. They're great. No questions, just stand back, but just to say thank you, and I'm a bit lost, but we'll go back through the videos. Thank you. Okay, no worries, Claire. If you need any help, Claire, you know where we are. It'd be great to get you down to SOS, Claire, get you involved in some boot camps, even if it's just 1 or 2 a week, because coming in will just help you feel better. Right, Cheryl, I have zero energy, but I'm assuming it's due to being week 1 for me. Yeah, it's the first week of a new training regime, Cheryl. It's probably kicked the shit into you, love. The workouts are hard. They're full body workouts. Just make sure you're hitting enough protein. Normally, people that are aching like crazy, they're not eating enough protein. So get that protein set. Like I said, 2.2 grams of protein, if you can, per kilogram of your target weight on the scales. All right? Start there, Cheryl, and you should be fine. Okay, guys? Awesome. So thanks for tonight's call. I've had stacks of energy. Good. Yeah, Amanda's had stacks of energy. Everyone responds differently, guys. Everyone's unique. So, everyone's going to respond differently to different changes that a coach will make. But, you're doing really well. Amanda's lost like 5 or 6 pounds in the first week, which is great. So, she's doing her weight training as well. So her weights are going up on a program that I've provided with her. So you can guarantee that she's going to be losing fat and not losing muscle because her weights are going up and her protein levels are high. So she's doing everything that we spoke about. So yeah, you can't sleep, Amanda. So you need to get some, I'd start with some simple magnesium and start there. Most people that are, the workouts are really going to stimulate your nervous system. So magnesium is going to calm the nervous system. I'd start with some of that. Get some good quality magnesium. Don't be buying cheap magnesium oxide because that's actually going to be quite toxic for you, okay? So I wouldn't do that. So my aching could be due to my struggling with protein. Yes, Sean. Yes, 100%. People that don't eat enough protein tend to have increased muscle soreness, okay? So, yeah, I definitely try and increase that protein if you can, Sean. And get some EAAs. As a vegetarian, you want some essential amino acids. You're not going to be getting them from your diet without them, okay? You're not going to be getting them from vegetable sources. So some EAAs will help you lose more body fat. All right, anyone else got any questions, guys? This is going to be left, obviously, on the wall. But you feel awesome, Jane. That's great. What type of magnesium? So stay away from magnesium oxide. The best magnesiums are ones that are bound with aminos. So things like magnesium glycinate's good. The Polygon Group do an Uber Mag, But I like magnesium glycinate for fat loss because glycine helps with detoxification of the liver. Okay, so magnesium glycinate is one of the best magnesiums that you can get. So magnesium citrate is pretty good as well. That's bound to an amino acid. So citrate's an amino acid. That's fine. That would work as well, Sean. Yeah, but I like magnesium glycinate. We do sell all types of magnesium in SOS. But we've actually got a sleep magnesium as well called Carmes, which contains vitamin C, taurine, your B vitamins, and that works very well for sleep. But I like taking that with magnesium glycinate for an extra boost. So yeah, people that don't sleep take magnesium, and normally and also menstrual cycles and things like that, it does tend to help. It's called glycinate. I'll type it for you now. Glycinate. We sell it at SOS. It's good. Magnesium glycinate is good. Get the Polygon Group to a very good one. Sometimes I feel sick when working out. Maybe wrong foods before training. Potentially, Claire, or you're training really hard and there's a growth hormone response. So maybe it's the wrong foods, eating too close to training. Again, like we said, nutrition is bespoke. You have to find out what works for you. So, like I can't train on an empty stomach. I don't know how people do it. It's probably because I'm lifting heavy weights, and my coach sent through my new phase today. I'm going to be doing like 2 or 3 deadlifts, so the weight's going to be very high. I need some fuel to train. But if you're doing like your HIIT workouts and your cardio, then you can potentially train on an empty stomach, and that might be better for you. It all comes down to the times you're training and finding out the approach that works for you. If you train at 6 a.m., it's hard to eat first thing, Maybe a bit of half an apple or a bit of an apple with some peanut butter or almond butter will work, or something like that, something that's quite fast absorbing, so you can digest it quite quickly. But if you're training late in the day, you might have a chance to get something a bit more filling and a bit more of a solid meal in you. Or a shake might work well as well. All right, guys, so loads of great questions. Keep an eye on the group. I'll keep posting loads of content. And like I said, guys, if you want to check out Rapid Fat Loss with Sam, it's $2.99 a week, price for a cup of coffee. And I can guarantee you one thing, you will all look better naked with my help. All right, guys, so if that's what you want, just let me know and join the group. Come and join the party with the other girls. Right, and guys, awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go watch the football. Second half's just about to start. I'll speak to you all soon. Have a lovely evening. And if you need anything, as always, guys, just give me a shout. Okay? Thanks, guys.